tonight is for conduct of town business by the town board. The public is invited to participate at the items marked on the agenda public comment. During that segment of the meeting, if you have a question or comment for the supervisor, please raise your hand and wait to be acknowledged. Please state your full name and limit your remarks to 3 minutes. Thank you for your anticipated cooperation.
Thank you. Can you please rise for the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for all those men and women who sacrificed their lives to give us the opportunity to serve our country and our town. Thank you. So we got to amend the agenda tonight because resolution number 113 to appoint a part-time police dispatcher. The person decided to not take the position. So I need a motion to remove resolution number 13 to appoint a part-time police dispatcher.
I'll make the motion to remove the
Resolution 113.
resolution, thank you, 113, to appoint the part-time police dispatcher.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Okay, thank you. I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I make the motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Motion to approve the minutes from the November 13th, 2023 Town Board meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from November 13th Town Board meeting.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Motion to approve the minutes from the November 13th, 2023 public hearing.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from the November 13th public hearing.
I need a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
so moved. Okay, authorization of bills. Carl, where's my bill number? I didn't bring it up with me.
Oh.
Can I see your, although I signed all the
So you don't have
vouchers today. It's on the last one.
$98,550.07.
Let me see it. I'm sorry. I should know it since. All right, I need authorization to pay the bills of $98,550.07.
I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved, thank you. Supervisor updates, the only thing I have is, again, our community center, moving forward. I should sign the paperwork tomorrow for the contractor to move forward with the interior. That's Cooport Construction. Exteriorly wise, we're in the same position as last meeting. Same thing with the HVAC, electric, and heat. This week we should actually have the heat on for the contractor, so that'll work out perfect. Other updates today, you guys, we all had a tour up at the Bayside condo development, so I think that went well. I think everybody kind of liked what we saw. If anybody that's watching out there is interested, I would urge you to reach out to the development. The number's online. It's actually at the site. You could probably show up at the site. They'll let you tour. There's one unit that's furnished and ready to go. I believe right now their 2-bedroom special that they're doing is $27.50 a month. What that includes is your rent, your HOA fees, and your water. And it is electric heat, and roughly around $200 is that number from what they tell us. So that's for a 2-bedroom, and then the 3-bedroom is a little higher at $3,400. So the rents are a little high, but that's really the market rate right now. So this is a time, if anybody's interested, I think this is a good time to go up. And I don't know if the board has anything to add on that, anybody, but Personally, I think they did a great job up there. Anything we asked them to do, I know Tom was up there probably 100 times. I don't know if Tom wants to add anything, but anything we asked them to do, they did. The school district, anything they asked them to do, they did for the school. So I couldn't be happier with Baxter and Rieger. So if anybody wants to add anything, you can. Not?
No, I mean, I thought the units looked great. Very nice. The 3-bedroom was quite spacious, I thought.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's really it. I mean, we're moving into the end of the year, so we're going to look at probably the last meeting of the year we're probably going to cancel. So if you guys want to make that motion now, we can do that. So our next meeting will probably be our last meeting for the year. And then the last meeting of the year, which is,
Which would fall on
I think it falls
Christmas.
actually on Christmas.
I'm going to make the motion to cancel that meeting.
I don't know if you guys want to reschedule or just cancel it. So you want
We're
to
not going to do it
It's up to you.
on Christmas?
come on Christmas? So I'm going to make a motion that we cancel the last meeting of December board meeting, and I just need a second.
I'll second.
I'll second.
All right, everybody say, all in favor? Aye. Okay, and then another update I want to make is our reorg meeting. I think you guys all got emailed. Is on January 3rd, right, Kyle? It's January 3rd, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have the swearing-in ceremony prior to the meeting. So the meeting starts at 7. So at 7 o'clock, we'll do the swearing of all the elected officials. Following that, we'll do the reorg meeting. All right? We got to do it in that order because you can't vote on stuff if you're not actually.
What happens between the first and the third?
The first and the third, you're in limbo. You're not elected anymore.
I'm asking. I mean,
Technically, we're not official, but we're not going to do it to the third. So, but hopefully nothing happens.
all right.
Between there and then, Sheridan and Manny are in charge.
Oh, yeah.
So they're fully elected. We have we have all our professionals here, but yeah, technically we're not sworn in, so we're not officers at that point. So, but on the third, we'll be sworn in prior to the meeting, and we do have to have it by then, because if we do it by then, people don't get paid. So that's why we're going to do everything in that meeting. So that's really all I have. Insurance-wise, I just want to let you guys know, Travelers Insurance, we had a bunch of claims this year. So Travelers Insurance is trying to, across the board, raise our rates by 15% now, which I anticipated a hike in rate, but I think that's a little too high, and they don't want to budge, so I'm asking our broker to look for another insurance company see if we can
I
get
can
one.
recommend one.
Yeah, so, and if you want, just recommend it. I'll ask them to look into it. So, it's sometimes tough because once you put in a lot of claims, that gets put.
I
on the
used to
record.
have Travels as well.
So-
I got one question for the interior package at the community center. Is there a duration for that time frame for that work to be done?
2 months.
2 months? So he's going to get a contract, and then by
I would expect him to start by next week, I'm thinking. But we have to sign all the contracts and all that stuff. But I just got the letter today from our engineer with the contractual agreements, that everything was satisfied per the bid documents. All the references came back fine. All his documents were in place and checked out. So now I actually got to sign the documents. He's got to sign the documents, and then technically he could start. So
2 months? Okay.
I would assume by next
Just want to go to.
I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know how the board feels, even if he's done in 2 months, then we're going to have to do tables and make sure everything works. And I'm guessing like maybe May, April, we would open the community center. We'll see how far along we are. Still got to do landscaping outside and things like that. So, so and paving. There's a lot of concrete work in the back. So there's stuff we have to do after the fact when he's done. So I'm pushing by no later than April, hopefully. But it's going to be weather driven, So, and then I will update the board too on one other thing I just got from our ambulance provider. Their main company is having some financial difficulties. just so you know. I'm just giving you a heads up. It doesn't mean that they are pulling out or doing anything like that, but their main corporation company is asking the ambulance providers now, to look at their contracts and make sure that they're doing everything correct, and if there's, if they're losing money, to try to figure out how to turn that around. So right now, if you look at our financials, what they're making, they're actually losing money right now on us because our calls are not as high as anticipated. So Michael and myself are going to have a meeting with Gail Jr., and we're going to go over, is there anything we can do to help out? So, but we'll find out. I just wanted to give you a heads up. There's nothing, Michael assured me that they're not.
When is our contract up?
We have a 5-year contract, but within the contract, there's rights that either side can pull out of the contract. So you have a contract. Basically, the contract protects you on as far as what they provide, how they provide it, the increases that they can incur on us every year. But it does give a clause in there from either side that they could pull out if they needed to. So, and the financial reason could be a reason to. So we're going to try that not to happen. And again, Michael doesn't want that to happen. He has no anticipation of that happening. But I'm just want to make sure the board is aware that I did get that call, and I do make it public. So that's it. That's all I have. Anybody have any other open discussions for new business?
Yeah, I just wanted to flag the comment that I made prior to the meeting that I think we should take a look at some of our committees before we go into the reorg meeting, and I volunteer to take that on if you're okay with it, and phase out some of the ones that are not meeting at all or haven't met at all in the last couple of years. And then look and see if there's anything that we need to replace them with. For example, I think we should consider adding a town marketing committee to try to start attracting some new business to the town, given the additional households that we'll be adding over the next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's just one suggestion. We can certainly see if there's any other needs.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, if you want to head it up, just, Tina gets the reorg all scheduled for us. So I would meet with her, go over which ones you think aren't up to par anymore, let's say, and then just distribute it to the board and just let us know what we're looking at. And then, yeah, I agree. And the marketing, that's an awesome thing. So we've been talking about that for many years. I think it's about time we actually do it. You're right. There's a lot of new development going on in the town, so it's something I think we should do as a town to help out. So yeah, that would be great.
Okay,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anybody else? So I skipped over, we don't have any presentations. Anybody have any comments on the agenda out there? Anybody? I don't have any correspondence. That's another miracle. Jerry didn't have no one retire on him. Public comments? Anybody have any public comments? All right. So what I'm going to do, only thing I'm going to also say is December 3rd, which is this Sunday, we're having our tree lighting ceremony down in the hamlet of Milton. Starts at 2, correct? And I believe the tree is being lit at 4.
Yep.
And then at 6 o'clock, here at the PBA station, we're having our yearly blue light tree ceremony that Officer Fulton organizes, and that's for all the fallen police officers that have fallen this year in the line of duty, or not even in the line of duty, just have fallen. So that starts at 6. So I just want to say, hopefully all the board members can make both, and anybody out there that's listening can make both. Would be great. Anything else in the recreational?
Yeah, the only other reminder is the following weekend on the Sunday the 10th, we have the Polar Express movie event. That is at the Milton train station, and since that building is obviously limited in size, that is a ticketed event. That is, I think, the only ticketed event that we do all year long. Tickets are $10, and they are available for sale online. It's posted on our Facebook page, and Carl, maybe we can send out a town text and a town post on that as well, because we are creeping up to the 50% sold mark. So,
That's good.
yeah.
Last year you sold out, right? So,
Yes, we did. We did sell out last year, so I anticipate we will again. It's not a huge building.
no, you guys do a good job with that. And I also want to just give a shout out to the highway department and our rec team. We went and got our Christmas trees last week. You'll see there's Christmas trees lit up at the highway department. You're going to see the one down in town. You're going to see the one at the police department. And also we have a new tree at the park. I hope everybody got a chance to go by the park.
Looks amazing.
And you could see the lit up tree on our new flagpole that the highway department installed. And there's 8,000 LED lights on that tree. And it looks pretty
Looks amazing.
Pretty
It
good
really
from
does.
the road,
It
so-
really looks good.
I'm extremely happy with how it looks, and I want to just thank the guys again for doing that. So, having said that, Manny, you're the guy tonight. Item number 14.
Okay, it's 7:19. I think it's a
That's a world
record-breaking
record.
time. Better make a motion for adjournment.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 So moved. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next meeting for our last meeting.
I might